What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. We're going to be talking about one of the most epic games I've ever watched in my lifetime in the NFL. This was a very, very exciting game between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Unfortunately, for a lot of the Dallas Cowboy fans, they didn't get what they thought was going to happen. I thought that early on in the game, you just can't play. I don't know. It's something. Aaron Rodgers is hot right now, but it's not even about Aaron Rodgers. It's more about Crosby. But we're gonna get to that in a second because Aaron Rodgers can throw the ball. I don't know. Is that? I don't know. I know a lot of people call him a magician. You know, Skip Bayless. On Undisputed, they call him a magician a lot. The dude, that throw that he made to Crosby, rolling to his left, man. I thought he was gonna Hail Mary them and win by a touchdown. So that actually felt a little bit better for me to see it happen that way. But all in all, let's just discuss some things. Aaron Rodgers, 356 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jared Cook, who I thought was a bum, he dropped a lot of key catches on the drive prior to the one where they got the clutch field goal to win the game. But he had over 100 yards. I don't want people to misconstrue what happened within this game. Aaron Rodgers outright discount double F the Cowboys in the mouth. It was simply he was the guy. If there was a guy that stood out, that we knew was going to stand out and showed up, he couldn't even talk after the game. He was so exhilarated with happiness, bro. He couldn't even breathe when they were trying to interview him. That's a man that really focused on winning this game and going there to GmiasWorld and taking care of business. It was the first time in a long time that I've actually seen Aaron Rodgers be humble, because when you win a game that means so much to you, and you show that type of emotion, yeah, he's very callous with his teammates and, allegedly he's a douchebag and all that stuff like that. But he's a guy that I would want in my franchise. After seeing what just happened, Aaron Rodgers is a guy that, it's so many different layers to him. And you just don't really know when you speak to people, that are close to him. They say the guy is really, really, you get a lot of different takes on him. But let me tell you one thing that this guy is, man. After watching that game, because remember, the Dallas Cowboys were down like 18 or something, and they came back fighting. I'm going to get to the Dallas Cowboys in a second, but I have to give Aaron Rodgers his credit, and I have to give the Packers fans their credit, because I was wrong. I bet the Cowboys. I thought the Cowboys had what was needed with their offense to take care of business. I knew their defense was weak, but I didn't know that even with playing zone and trying to layer yourself across the field, you could still get dotted like that and give up so many yards. And, he was just doing whatever he wanted to do to them. It was pretty much like, you go to like a sex parlor and you're like, yo, I want that girl. You do whatever you want to do with her. That's what Aaron Rodgers did. It was a straight discount double F in the mouth. And the Cowboys defense is trash. And I have to say it like the way it is, man. I don't understand. What was Jones doing on that last play? If you're playing zone and the tight end is rolling to his left as you're looking at Aaron Rodgers, how do you lose sight of the tight end, Byron Jones, bro? Like, I don't know, but that was a great catch. Give Jared Cook his credit. Let's look at the Dallas Cowboys, because a lot of people are going to say, oh, yo, why didn't Tony Romo go in? Are you effing kidding me? Tony Romo is so non-clutch. It would have ended a lot worse. Let's take a look at the numbers. Dak Prescott, 302 yards with 3 touchdowns, okay? What else do you want him to do? Des Bryant showed up. 132 yards, 2 TDs. Ezekiel Elliott, 125 yards. If you told me that the Cowboys were going to be able to do all of this and lose the game, I wouldn't believe you. But the bottom line is they went down early. You cannot... Listen, once Aaron Rodgers gets comfortable, everybody knows that the guy's been doing it for mad long. I don't understand why people just don't understand. You cannot play this guy from behind. Once you go down to Aaron Rodgers, the guy's going to come out there and keep doing... They were still passing the ball wildly. Then you had Montgomery getting yards on screenplays and things like that in necessary times. They played and managed this game very, very well. But at the end of the day, the one guy that you needed to stop, the Dallas Cowboys defense was horrid. They were disgusting. And they got away with it throughout the season. And like I said, I don't understand how Aaron Rodgers had 55 years to throw the ball. You can't do that to any quarterback. Well, some quarterbacks are just trash. That they probably still would throw a pick. We don't want to do anything like that, but start naming names because other people might get a little offended. Like if you're a Houston Texans fan and I say Osweiler, you might get offended. But that dude is a bum. But let me just say this right now: Aaron Rodgers showed me, look, man, the dude. I'm scared of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I got to do my picks for you guys. My picks for the next round between, the Packers and the Atlanta Falcons will be out possibly tomorrow. So definitely subscribe if you want to know my breakdown of who I think is going to win that game. But I don't know what else to say about this other than this game was one of the most electrifying games. Look, it was worth the price of admission. If you were there to see this game, listen, even if you're a Cowboys fan, I know it hurts, but the Cowboys fought as hard as they can, and you got to see the heart that Dak Prescott, Zeke Elliott, even Dez Bryant. Like, I thought Dez Bryant was going to just, come out there, play like a douchebag and not show up. The dude came out balling. I don't know. The defense had to give them one stop, man. The defense was so horrible. It was so bad. I don't really know how to describe it, but it was very, very difficult to watch the Dallas Cowboys defense. And like I said, if you go back to the previous video when I picked them to win the game, I said if they play and they did exactly what I thought they were going to do. They played a lot of different zones. They tried to manipulate it, but when you're playing zone coverage and not sending a nice blitz, like Heath got a couple sacks sending edge blitzes on Aaron Rodgers, right? And then they would stop blitzing him and then give him 55 outs to throw the ball like he's not going to dot you. What do you think he's going to do? If you give a guy like Aaron Rodgers all that time, what do you think he's going to do? You think he's going to just sit there and act like Brock Osweiler? The guy's going to dot you. You have to blitz this guy, and you have to play zone. And I just don't this game was very, very, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but it was very frustrating for me to watch it. And, as I was looking through my Twitter timeline and looking at some of the stuff that the Cowboy fans were tweeting and stuff like that, it was very, very interesting to me to, I just don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Like, if you see that the blitzing is working, why would you stop blitzing him in a key moment? Why would you play coverage? If you let him get the ball out early and you have a zone, you have zones over the top, you give up underneath, you have, Sean Leedy's boys playing underneath, you're going to stop him from getting the field goal range. Crosby is out of his mind. The guy's kicking the ball from outer space. Why would you give this man any type of, man. If you look at the last play, the Dallas Cowboy lineman is playing around with the offensive lineman of the Packers and not even trying to get to Aaron Rodgers as he throws the dot to Jared Cook. It's like they're playing tic-tac-toe or something. Like, he didn't even try to make a move to get around the lineman. He just tried to act like he was doing something. You cannot rush forward against the Packers right now because the O-line is stepping up when they're needed the most. They were playing exceptionally well. So what are you doing? If I'm the defensive coordinator, I have to blitz Aaron Rodgers because I know that that's the only way he's getting the ball out early. Ball out early. He's not throwing a deep pass. He's going to throw a quick one underneath, and then you have linebackers that can make the tackle, and you can keep them out of field goal range. That's all I was thinking. Why would you not blitz? That doesn't make any sense. Everything about this game with the Cowboys defense was so stupid. People were giving the Dallas Cowboys defense a lot of credit, and like I said, I thought that with the proper zone and the right blitzing, they would be able to get some stops. They didn't get any key stops. They left it all in the offense, and the offense balled out, man. Kudos to the Dallas Cowboys offense. Dak Prescott, Zeke, Dez Bryant, Witten, Beasley catching those balls in clutch moments. Bailey making that clutch kick to tie the game up. Everybody played well except for the defense. You look, and then they only lost by 3. That's the thing that I'm saying. Look, a lot of people are gonna hate on the Cowboys and but I'm so happy, guys. The Cowboys played, their offense played so hard. It's very difficult when your defense is so putrid to be able to do anything, and they still only lost by 3. That is crazy to me that was the score. Like, you got a bad man like Aaron Rodgers coming to town, just coming in a straight State Farm discount, double F you in the mouth, and then you only lose by 3 when your defense was non-existent. They could have played that game without their defense and had the same result. Their defense was so horrid. I don't understand. Fire the defensive coordinator, fire the guy that hired him, and then we got to move on from that, bro. Who's that? Rob Marinelli or something like that? That dude, listen, man, that defense was horrible. It was disgusting play calling. They did get some key plays throughout the game, but at the end of the day, you have to be able to make stops in the playoffs. And they didn't. They didn't make any stops. And we see the result. And I have to congratulate Aaron Rodgers. I have to congratulate Crosby. I have to congratulate Jared Cook. I have to be objective here, and you know what I'm saying, guys, and let you guys understand. I know that a lot of you guys are very upset your team lost, but the Cowboys fought so hard. If the Cowboys didn't play as hard, I would be on this mic right now reaming them. I can't ream them. I can ream the defense. The defense sucks, but offensively, man, look at the heart. Dak Prescott going for that 2-point conversion and just diving in that pile. Listen, that energy, if they can carry that on, the Cowboys can go back to, winning Super Bowls like in their 90 days, bro. If they're able to just find a defense that can make one stop. Make a stop. If this game goes to overtimes, let's say overtimes, I'm going crazy. If it goes to overtime, the Dallas Cowboys possibly wins this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, you got to be able to make one stop. Defensively, the Cowboys really suck. Cowboy fans, don't hang your head. Packer fans, congratulations. I'll be, like I said, guys, subscribe, like the video, share it. I'll definitely be back possibly tomorrow giving you guys my picks between the Falcons and the Packers. Congratulations to both teams. It was a very, very well fought game, but only one team can win. One love.